mark a steady rise in Georgia's economy. Once central to the former Soviet Union's development and manufacture of weapons, Georgia has recently resurfaced as a potential player in the world military industry, with active contracts in Russia, Turkey, Germany, and even has stated the need, especially in these times, for a reliable source of oil in the Middle East. Commerce Secretary Moore, on a visit to Azerbaijan this morning, noted the tiny nation's enormous potential for oil, calling on American investors to provide the necessary funds for tapping the reserves.
In many ways, a leader from a bygone era. His beliefs are very firmly founded in Georgian orthodoxy. His political standings more in line with the early 20th century.
Would you fault him then as a politician?
No, not at all. Kumbay Nikolaitz is all politician. He's done wonders for the Georgian economy. A brilliant tactician. It's more a question of ethics.
And ethically speaking?
Well...
So after a little adventure with the cops, we are now busting into the Georgian Ministry of Defense. It's gonna probably have to be kind of careful doing that, because Nikolaitz has apparently got something to hide. We're gonna have to get that information somehow. This is taking a while to load. It's coming. Just give it a second. There it goes.
Echelon got a positive ID on your target from the border security cameras. A guy named Vyacheslav.
How do I find him?
By his license plate.
And if he's not with his car?
Then his driver will be. Grab him and make him talk. Don't be afraid to use force.
Who? Me?
Grim's daughter just pulled up the schematics on the ministry. They've got a laser security grid online in the courtyard.
So I stay out of the courtyard.
Don't let them trigger any alarms at all. We still don't have any official approval from the Joint Chiefs for this operation, so one slip-up and it's mission over.
So we got our first no alarms objective, which is actually kind of a pain in the ass on this mission because of a slight problem with it, but I'll get to that in a second. We got some data to check out with this wonderfully helpful map. I mean, there's an elevator right there, and that's pretty helpful. Here's what Grinko looks like. Here's his file on him. Okay, so, as Lambert said, we can't trigger any alarms. And as I said, that's kind of a problem with this particular mission. See why in a second. Let's just get down here. You can rappel on walls sometimes. So we can't trigger alarms, but he didn't say we couldn't kill people, which we actually could if we absolutely needed to. Probably shouldn't, though. So this guy right here, let's just pop him real quick. If we don't drop him in between these shelves here, then he'll walk back and sit in a chair and not be terribly easy to take down. So hide this guy right here, because if you don't, you're going to get caught. So let's talk about how this game handles bodies getting discovered. It doesn't actually need to be discovered by a person. The game will just kind of scan, and if there are any bodies that aren't hidden, you'll immediately get an alarm. And if you don't hide that guy in a certain place, you'll get an alarm immediately. I think that's the right spot. We got a new gadget, it's laser mic. It's not that useful outside of, like, completing objectives. It lets you listen in on conversations, as long as there's some glass. Before we do anything in that hallway, let's just check this computer out. Alright, let's get going. So, thermal optics let you see the lasers. We can also see them with night vision, too. Hold on, there's a guard who patrols the hallway. Just want to make sure he's not coming. Although we should be able to use the open door as cover. I don't think he'll notice it opening if he's facing it. I think he's a little too far away. Or he just doesn't care. Probably should care, but I guess he doesn't. So we want to get through this door right here. Wait for it to close by itself. Because that's what happens in this game. Okay. Got a medkit up here. You probably won't need it. Everything goes well. We won't be getting into any real conflicts in this mission. So we're heading down to the parking garage. And there's a bunch of cameras in the way. Okay. Good shooting, Sam. Love it. I love it so much. So this is usually where you'll get caught, going down the stairs here, if you didn't hide that first guy. Because if you don't hide him in the spot I hit him in, then you get caught, even though the whole area back there is pretty dark. It's weird. I think it's not... I think it's actually like a glitch or something, maybe. It's a game bug. Probably. So for some reason, someone got suspicious. I'm not sure why. I mean, I've been playing so well so far. Another camera way over there. In the light right there. You can just barely see it, yeah. We should be able to just get past that one, though. So, this is Grinko's car. Everything's calming down, and there's the driver.
What the hell?
I'm going to ask you some questions, but I think you're lying. I'll do this. Who do you work for?
Vyacheslav Grinko.
Tell me about him.
He used to be Spetsnaz. Now he's mercenary. He works for President Nicholas.
Where do I find Rico?
He's meeting Mass in the elevator by the courtyard.
Who's Mass?
Philippe Mass, some computer guy. He has access to Nicholas's office.
What's this meeting about?
I don't know. I swear, it's gotta be something bad if Nicholas is willing to see Grinko face to face.
I need you to understand. We never talked.
I understand.
Good. Convince me we never talked.
If anybody finds out, Grinko will murder me.
And you're frightened of Rico.
God, yes!
Well, okay then. Let's try not to drop this guy in his piss. That'd just be rude. Oh no! Oh, he fell in the... Oh.
I want to hear what Gringo and Mass talked about in that elevator.
I'll need to deactivate the courtyard laser grid to get in position.
Then do it.
Okay, this camera's kind of annoying. Let's just, let's... Sam. Sam, please. Okay, do you see what I meant about the accuracy of this gun? I mean, honestly now. So another guard came downstairs. He's actually the one from upstairs in the hallway who was patrolling it. He's down here now. Should be able to just get out of here. I don't think he'll find the driver's body. And since he's over here now, instead of where he's supposed to be, we can just walk on out. Once we get out of here kind of quickly. He wasn't alerted to come down here. He just comes down here when you're done talking to the driver. And he'll usually just stand right over here. You just dip past him. Works for me. Alright, so now This guy is gonna have to go, because he's looking right at the door we gotta go through. That's just no good. And he's standing right next to an alarm panel even. That's just double plus no good. Can't have that. So like I said in the last video, you can't open doors when you're carrying guys, so you want to get them near the door first. Like everything's calming down. It is a nice song, though. Means we got a pretty clear run to the door. Not the one at the end of the hallway, that one on the right. But the quietest camera of them all. Oh, it's not quiet anymore. So since we have new objectives, we have more information on new people, like Philippe Mas. So dude's a hacker, pretty much. Most of this stuff isn't terribly important, but there is one entry that is incredibly critical. There it is. Release of the U.S.gAy virus. That's pretty good. So let's just check this other computer and then we can go. Okay, let's read that later. I don't want to have too much of that in a row. This door is locked. And I completely forgot about our other new gadget. We have disposable lockpicks. They just instantly get through a locked door so you can get through it faster. We're going to hold on to the one we got. There's a spot where we're going to need it later.
I need a colonel down here. We're trying to get through a retinal scanner.
I passed Colonel Kvyashvili on my patrol. Want me to send him down?
God, no. I hate this guy. We'll find somebody else with a lamp.
This is actually one of the harder parts of the level, because if you don't do it just right, you're going to get caught, and that's just bad. We got to get into this kitchen. We got to drop, and then crouch, and then drop. If you just drop, you're going to make noise, and they're going to get suspicious. And with this guard coming in, that's just no good.
I thought the kitchen was closed.
It's a special order for Colonel Kvyashvili.
Ah, excellent. May I?
Please.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wah wah. Well, there's the colonel around here somewhere, apparently. So these guys are really in the way. But they're also both civilians, so they can be knocked out with one shot to the head. Not from the gun. I mean, that'll take care of everybody, but I'm talking about Sam's elbow. Which is more accurate than the gun, probably. Let's lure them back here into the freezer. And then we'll ambush them.
Hey! Turn the lights back on!
So the thing about lights is if someone notices lights off, they will always go to the switch. Perfect. Okay. Let's just hide these guys in here. I'm sure they won't, like, freeze to death or something. That'll probably not happen while I'm here. If it doesn't happen while I'm here, then it's not my fault, alright? It's just a horrible accident. Looks like all the cameras that got shot out. That's just... shit breaks, alright? It's not my fault. Can't prove it was Sam Fisher's fault. So the thing about lights in this game is the state of the light matters. If a light is supposed to be on and you turn it off, people will notice. If it's supposed to be off but you turn it on, they may also notice that too. At least I think they should. I'm not sure though. Like this guy, going for the light switch and turning it on, that light is now supposed to be on. So if you turn it off, someone will notice. So we're gonna want to leave it on, actually. Should be dark enough to hide this guy over here, though. Okay. So we are now right where we need to be. So we have to turn off the laser grid. And there's actually a computer in this room that'll do that. I want to move kind of slow because there are guards down there. That one over there. And I got a buddy right here. Gonna want to take these guys down. They are kinda in the way. This guy might see us if we go down the stairs. Although he could go over the railing, but that might create some noise, and that's just no good. Look, this is just easier, alright? And I got another guy right there by the computer. We just go nice and slow and just get down these stairs. There's the computer we need to use. Yeah, it's red. They only get red when you get near them. We're gonna drag this guy upstairs. I mean, I could knock him out here, but I don't know about doing that. That might not work out too good. Almost there. Just a little further, alright? I mean, I could knock him out right here, but I mean, that'd just be, he'd have to be sloppy or something, probably. You gotta hide him in like a corner. Alright, just one more guy. We could maybe leave him, but I don't want to do that. Now let's just take that long-ass walk again. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Now we're all good and just go mess with that computer all we want. But since we do have the room to ourselves, look around a little bit. You can't go that way. And we got a retinal scanner. And apparently a colonel no one likes around.
You've got an incoming colonel, Fisher. Make the most of him. You'll need him conscious and cooperative if you want to unlock the retinal scanner sealing the door to the courtyard.
That's detailed intelligence.
Knowing everything is my job.
So because we do need this guy to be upright, you can't just knock him out immediately. He's coming. Just give him a minute. So I'm pretty sure that if you turn the light off in that room upstairs, with the guard turned on, he'll notice that and be a little bit suspicious. So we can get him out of that chair, I think. Like, we can grab him through the chair, which is kind of weird. We can also lure him over here. I'm gonna choose the less janky-looking option. Alright, good. So once we're through this door, we're pretty much right at the courtyard. So, oh wait, never mind. So that satchel had a metal kit in it, because sometimes they don't have data sticks in them. Sometimes they have ammo in them too. That's kind of rare. So this, this wall's kind of weird. You can't really, you know, hug the wall and lean out on it for some reason. Accuracy today is amazing. Look, I'm pretty sure none of those misses are my fault, though. I'm pretty sure. So let's get the laser mic ready. The courtyard's right on the other side of this door. Gonna need to act fast and catch this conversation.
The glass elevator's in motion.
Make with the laser, Mike Fisher. It's mission critical that we hear what Grinko and Mass say before they reach the top.
Savages! What did you rip it out with, pliers?
We had some difficulty with Blowstein's chip. You can see fibers of muscle tissue still attached.
Nasty. Nasty.
You're in the wrong line of work to avoid getting gore on your hands.
Whatever Nikolaj does in Azerbaijan is his own conscience's burden.
You are just a tool?
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I'm the cleanup man. All the blood's on yours and Nikolaj's hands. I'm clean.
And it is?
It's what?
Clean.
Azerbaijan? Yeah, man. The operation's goddamn immaculate. Except for the files Nikolaj insists on keeping on his own machine. You need to talk to that.
Sounds like we found the subdermals.
I get nervous when the bad guys start making blood jokes.
That conversation's going straight to the Joint Chiefs, and we're gonna need more.
Nikolaj's computer.
You guessed it. Get inside his office and access that machine. Alarms aren't mission critical anymore. We're moving into Fifth Freedom territory.
So when things go all Fifth Freedom, means we can do whatever we want, pretty much. Got some guys down here, though. Let's try and just slip past them, because we need to get going. So we gotta go up there to that window. The middle one's open. We can climb up the lattice to get there. Okay, let's try to move fast here. Oh, it's fine. Should be just fine. This is grass, so we can move a little quickly on it. Not sure who spotted me. Doesn't really matter, though. I'm not over there anymore.
Who's there?
Okay. So with that guy out of the way, and those two guys over there, we should be able to just... Yep. Okay, good. See, that went just fine. That was pretty good, kind of. Uh-oh. So, just in case you used your pick, there's another one in here. You do want to hold on to one. So security here is a little more serious. This is a tad bit of a step up. Okay, we're going to want to get in that elevator. Looks like this guy's just going to hang out by that door. Should be able to make it. Don't draw too much attention. So we're going to want to get the pick ready, because we're going to need it in a second. There's a camera, but don't worry about it. Get to this door and just use the pick on it and get in, because there's a guard coming. Yeah, there he goes right there. Just go through this vent. Okay. Also bypass that door. This camera actually is kinda in the way. Shot the plant. Sam, please. I don't think this is my fault. I'm just saying. I mean, come on. Alright, here's where you want to go. So you might think, hey, isn't Nicolad's office like right around here? Couldn't you just go through the door and get in? Well, there may or may not be a guard in the office. So we're gonna take the cool way in. Okay, here we go. And there's the computer. Alright, the one shot shouldn't break the glass. But I swear to God, Sam, if you fucking miss... Okay, good. So I don't really have time to worry about this body. Don't have many places to hide it right now. Just mess around with the computers in here. And let's do this.
Christ almighty.
What do you have?
Bad things. Keep transmitting. We need to see how far this goes.
What's going on?
Corpses, refugee camps. They've had commandos at work in Azerbaijan for weeks. How the hell did we miss this? Keep transmitting.
Alert! All men to full alert! We have an intruder in Nicolas' office! Wake up, you bastards! I want troops in there now! Grinko, sir. I've got 3 men about to breach Nicolas' office.
Yeah, nice and smooth.
Fisher, we need the rest of the files from Nicolas' computer. This stuff is going straight to the president. He might be headed for military action, and we're going to need airtight proof. That's the end of it. Thank God.
What exactly is going on?
You wouldn't believe the numbers. Nicolas has been systematically murdering his way through Azerbaijan.
And we didn't know about it.
Nobody did.
What does he want?
You can watch the news later. Rendezvous with Junior Wilkes for extraction.
Okay. So, I forgot to look at some of these datasticks, didn't I? Whoops. Well, let's take a look at this one here. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, here it is. This is just where you find out how to turn off the lasers. Also, we can read the files from Nicolas' computer. Enough of that. It's time to go. Well, we just need to leave. Don't really need to worry about being sneaky, but we don't want to get into any fights. Let's just book it.
Nicolaz's office is clear. We're heading for the rear gangway.
I want an update. Why hasn't the intruder been caught yet? Do we have men on the rear stairwell?
About to breach the stairwell.
What the hell did you find in there, man? Lambert's flipping out big time.
What's he saying?
That we're going to war.
Well, that's that. I think that went pretty good. Aside from the whole, you know, war part. I mean, the sneaking part was pretty good, though. I did okay. So the next mission is, well, I'm not crazy about it. But I guess we'll check that out later.